Inspector Anton Sullivan is heading to the scene of a crash between two cars.
This is Kathleen. She's complaining of chest pains at the moment.
Okay.
So
Who was in the car?
Me in the tape.
And the little baby.
Okay, was the baby in a child seat in front or the back?
The driver of the Volkswagen has smashed into the family's Renault.
She's been heading this direction to go back home, and he's been coming from Huntington down this way.
He's turned in. I believe the driver of the other cars walked off. They walked that way. Yeah, no, there's something not right, is there?
For some motorists, bad driving is their favourite sport.
Yes!
And now with Dashcam, we get instant replays. There's plenty of near misses. And even some sliding tackles. Meaning all too often, we find ourselves in need of a referee.
What are you doing? You're in that lane, you shouldn't be pushing over. You're on camera. Anyone injured?
I think I've got whiplash. A lady's got a sore chest and there's a baby in the car.
There's something not right, is there?
In Chester, a two-car crash has left Inspector Anton Sullivan with a mystery to solve.
Has anybody had a look in the car yet?
The driver of the Volkswagen reported the incident to the police, but is nowhere to be seen.
Have we got the number from that caller?
Yeah, I've got everything for him. I've got his home address and I've got his telephone number as well.
Okay, I'm just going to have a quick look at this vehicle, see if we've got anything that might relate to that individual. I'm just looking to see if we've got evidence that will support who was driving the car. There's documentation and letters with an address. So that's the name of the person who called in.
Tango 45, the Volkswagen is not insured. It comes back to VW Finance.
Did you say the vehicle comes back to a lease company?
Yeah.
He's uninsured. What else has he got to hide? We know who he is. We know where he lives. So I'm hoping we will track him somewhere between here and there. If somebody walks away from the scene of a collision, you've got to ask yourself why. It does happen, yeah. We all get things wrong. You know, we're not perfect all the time. You sometimes try and picture, well, you know, in their shoes, what would you do? You know, it's the embarrassment, not just the points, the license, the fine. If they don't care about one aspect of the law, why should they respect anything else? I think the quickest way on foot would probably be this way. Is he impaired, under the influence of drugs or alcohol? Has he done something else? I mean, we'll catch up with him sooner or later, just I'd rather it be sooner.
PC Rowan Burt joins the hunt and goes to the driver's home address.
I've actually heard 3-4.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, we're speaking to his wife. He said he's got a taxi to the hospital because he's got a neck injury of some sorts and he didn't want to wait for an ambulance.
Okay, I'll be at A&E. He's apparently gone straight to the Countess of Chester Hospital in a taxi because he's got an injured neck. Hiya, which is the quickest way into A&E?
Okay, just have a look at the...
We've We've got a guy who's been involved in a collision. He's rang his wife and he said he's got a neck injury and he's presenting here. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, I've just checked in A&E, checked all their bookings, no sign. He needs to answer for his actions, and the longer this goes on, the worse it is for him. But also, I'm actually worried about him. You know, he's been in a heavy smash. He's stating he's got some sort of injury. I've got no reason to disbelieve him looking at the state of his car. But you've got a legal responsibility to remain at the scene. I want a resolution to this. I feel sorry for the people that have been involved.
Mike Sierra 3-4. We're with the mailman.
2 minutes away. I think we've got him. The other patrol has just shouted to say they've intercepted him. Should be just round the corner here. Find out what he was trying to do, because he's certainly not going to the hospital.
Hi, boss.
You all right?
We're just going to do a breath test. So he's been trying to get to the hospital, but
Has he got any injuries?
he said his neck and back's hurting, but before being here, he's been trying to get a hire car from Hertz. Okay, bud, so we're going to conduct the roadside breath test procedure, okay, because you've been involved in a collision. Keep going, keep going. That's grand, thank you. Okay, you've blown 36, okay, the legal limit is 35. Okay, so you're just over the legal limit. That does mean that you're under arrest on suspicion of driving whilst over the prescribed alcohol limit.
If he's blowing, I know it's a low limit, but an hour and a half ago, he could well have been a lot higher. So they're going to take him into custody now. He's uninsured, and he'll have to pay for the consequence of that now. So we'll wait and see what the outcome is. Who I feel sorry for are the people in the other car that he's hit. Like an episode of The Bill. That's what I used to like about The Bill. They'd solve the whole crime in one episode, and I strive to do exactly the same.